Hi there, and welcome to the NPC Corner, where I encourage you to call me an idiot. In case it's not super obvious, I love the RPG genre. I love these huge, sprawling stories, these interesting characters, and the strategy involved in taking down your enemies. However, if there's one thing that bothers me about most RPGs, it's the length. There are a ton of RPGs out there, and most of them take anywhere from 20 to 60 hours to complete. Doing 60 hours of anything can be really draining. RPGs especially can get really repetitive, especially if you're doing a lot of the same grinding, item management, and such. General wisdom is that something that gets to the point faster is better. We live in the modern world where there are a billion things vying for your free time. So, in general, the question I have here is, are shorter RPGs better, or at least preferable? I can think of a few games on both sides of the spectrum that appeal to me for their own reasons. Chrono Trigger and the original Dragon Quest are short, sweet, and amazing titles. They don't feel the need to be repetitive, and the game just seems to move a lot faster because there's always new gameplay elements being added, new locations, and it keeps you on your toes. But on the other hand, there are titles like Xenoblade Chronicles, which I gladly poured over 60 hours into without a second thought. So, I really hate to give a vague answer, but I guess it kinda depends on the game's story and how fresh and fun the game elements are. For example, in Xenoblade, there's such a great story and really enjoyable gameplay with so much to offer that you're always up to a new challenge, and it has some kind of power over you that just makes you want to keep playing. On the other hand, there are really long RPGs that have you fighting the same people over and over again and doing the same battles. In the case of Xenogears, having you listen to the same music. And honestly, there are some 30-hour games or even 20-hour games that can feel like eternity. Personally, I still prefer a shorter RPG. I can take on a Mega Man Battle Network game and beat it within like 18 hours or 2 weeks, and then move on to one of the 5,938 other games that I probably should be playing. I really like that crisp, quick experience rather than having to dedicate a summer to beating some 80-hour title. I think a lot of it has to do with the reality of just being an adult gamer at this point. Short and to the point is more rewarding than a long, sprawling experience that takes dedication and time. Obviously, when I was a kid and a teenager, I had the time to dump all of this time into RPGs, and I could spend 80 hours running around this world and looking for every secret and every nook and cranny. But now that's just not the case because free time is just so hard to come by. But on the other hand, I can also see why a lot of people like the longer RPGs because it is part of the immersion experience, right? Getting lost in the world and seeing all these characters, and it's appealing to some people. So, those are just some of my thoughts, but what do you prefer? A lengthy RPG with a large main story, a ton of side quests, and hours upon hours of things to do? Or a short RPG that just focuses on a main story and concludes within 20 hours or so? Let me know in the comments below and why. Thanks for watching, and keep it classy, folks.